Hello everybody, my name is Richard Vigorelli and this is Vigorelli Institute. I'm back after the video that I did reviewing both Roadhouse movies, which I actually enjoyed both of them. Now I saw the first Roadhouse back when I was a little kid, when it first came out, way too young to understand what was going on. I was like 5 at the time, and got my eyes covered a lot. The second one I saw ish right when it came out, and then I watched the second one afterwards, and I will say that the first one is better. Okay? Which, given the subject of this video, that's kind of par for the course for me. Okay? See, when it comes to remakes, reboots, reimaginings, I'm not exactly on board most of the time. So, well, remakes suck. Bye, see you later. No, not that easy. See, here's the thing. The original is often better, but not always. Okay? A reboot will succeed where the original failed if the technology is better, the direction is better, the script is better, the acting is better, etc. Then it's a better movie. Okay? There's actually quite a few instances of this. Well, Three Musketeers, for instance. Yes. But then you get into things like, especially if it's an adapted work from, say, a piece of classic literature, something else, for instance, then it gets compared by the fans of the original piece to the new thing, and eyebrows get raised. Okay, for example, the Guy Pearce Count of Monte Cristo. I'm a huge fan of that book. It's one of my favorites. Yet the Guy Pearce version of it, not even moderately the same. They left out so much. They changed the characters, the motivation, even the ending. In the book, Edmund and Mercedes don't get back together. He actually says, I still love you. I'm not him anymore. We cannot be together. Okay? They don't get together and buy the Chateau d'If. Okay? They don't tear it down. He goes about his life. She goes about her life. And that's it. Okay? Says that time is over. That's all. Okay? So, when it comes to remakes, okay, like Roadhouse, like so many other things coming out nowadays, they tend to fall flat because, well, quite honestly, we're in the middle of a dark age right now, and the hallmark of a dark age is always going to be a lack of creativity and artistic innovation. It's mostly just people kind of running around with scraps until something better comes along. Okay? That's why we have a thing called the Iron Age now, which I'm part of and many other people are. Okay? That's why things like YouTube here is doing as well as it is. Okay? Regardless of its censorship rulings. Okay? So, now Roadhouse is one of those instances where, as a remake, yes, it is passable to good. Okay? It's not an, oh dear Lord, okay? Because it does have enough originality in it to create a new story. Okay? It's not the exact same thing, just with different actors doing the same thing a slightly different way and then screwing it up. Okay? That being said, okay, when you do a reimagining, when you do a reboot, change things, okay? My recommendation, instead of rebooting something and just redoing it, change it completely. I mean, you're going to change it enough anyway in order to avoid copyright and all that. Just create an original work. Use it as inspiration, okay? Instead of Dalton being the same, only different in the new one, give him a completely different name, a completely different personality. Okay? Yes, Dalton in the original one was a bouncer. And in the second one, yes, he is a bouncer. Talking about Roadhouse, by the way. Okay, in case that wasn't clear. Okay, his personality is totally different in the second one, and that's perfectly fine. I'd give him a completely different name. Okay, you can name him Nigel or Steve or Berkowitz. I don't know. Pick something. Okay? And completely shift things around. Okay? You can tell basically the exact same story as guy likes to fight, working in fighting things, gets recruited to go to a new place to fight in order to clean it up because it's beset by crazy people, cleans it up, and then finds out the cause, fixes the cause. That's basically the exact same plot. So many ways to do it. Okay? There's so many ways to tell a story. Remember, there's only 10 stories, okay? Most famous one being the hero's journey. There's a lot more to that. There is the redemption story. There's the fall from grace. There is the creation story. There's the destruction story. There is the rise of chaos story, the corruption story, etc., etc., etc. Okay? And we can rehash, do all kinds of stuff. You just change the details. Okay? So, for those of you out there that are aspiring writers, like myself, okay, when you come up with an idea, don't just grab something that already exists, shake it around a little, and then, hi, I made this. No, you didn't. You copied, shifted a few things around. You're just this side of plagiarism. Okay? Make it original, make it new, and make sure you take it through and workshop it. Clean it up. Okay? Find things that are plot holes. Find things that don't work. Okay? And don't rely on computers to do it for you. Okay? I know AI is a brand new thing. I know CGI is rampant throughout entertainment. Okay? Do you want to know why the new CGI movies aren't as fondly looked on as the stuff that was in the 1970s, done with a fraction of the comparable budget to the stuff now? Because the filmmakers had to think their way through it. Okay? They didn't have to rely on post. Okay? They fixed it there because they didn't have a lot of money, they didn't have a lot of time, and they got it done. Okay? They were also creative. So, if you want to create something inspired by an older work, please do. I want you to. Okay? That would be cool. Just make it original. Okay? If you are going to do a remake, okay, make, and you want it to have the same title as the original piece, you can add a subtitle to it, or you can keep the title, but make sure that none of the stuff in there is exactly the same. That's my thoughts on it. Okay? So, it's about all I've got for you today. Please do. Feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, share the video, yell at me in the comments. I welcome it all. Okay? Links are in the description for my websites and Twitter. Feel free to give me a follow. I'll be back later with something else, guys. You take care. Bye-bye.